I was sitting in my Melbourne apartment staring at a $5,000 loss on my screen when I got a message from a guy named Mike in Colorado. He said, "If you can get yourself here, I'll show you how to never lose at sports betting again." 3 weeks later, I was on a plane with my last money, betting everything on a mentor I'd never met. That decision led me to making over $1 million in my first year sports betting. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how I did it. The chronological blueprint from 0 to 7 figures. Not theory, not guesses. The actual methods in the actual order with the actual numbers. Let's get into it. Before I show you how to make $1 million, you need to know something about me. I grew up in Richmond Housing Commission in Melbourne, Australia. For those who don't know, that's the hood. Drug dealers, gang violence. I once had to step over a guy who overdosed just to get to school. He sadly died later that day. That was my normal. But I had one advantage, my brain. I got into Melbourne High School, the most prestigious school in Australia. Only top 1% of students get in. Billionaires went there, Rhodes Scholars. You can't buy your way in, you have to be smart. Fast forward to university. I'm at Melbourne Uni and I discovered sports betting. I thought, I went to Melbourne High, I'm good at math, I can figure this out. Yeah, not the case. I lost $5,000 in one session, betting on greyhounds, doubling down on my losses like an idiot. I still have the bet records. That loss broke me, but it also woke me up. I stopped gambling and started solving the puzzle. That's when I found Mike. Mike was running a sports betting operation in Colorado that wasn't gambling at all. It was pure mathematics. He'd been doing this for years already, making consistent profits and living the life I wanted. And he was willing to teach me if I could get myself to Colorado. So I took the risk. I flew to America with my last money, met Mike in person for the first time, and he showed me something that changed everything. A system so mathematically sound that you couldn't lose even if you tried. And over the next 12 months, I scaled that system to over $1 million in profit. Now, before you think you're gonna make $1 million in your first year like I did, let me be clear. Most people make 5 to 10K per month because that's what's realistic and sustainable. What I did was exceptional. I combined every method, scaled aggressively across 40 plus accounts, traveled to 6 different states, and essentially made this my full-time obsession. You don't need to do all that to win. But if you want to see what's possible when you go all in on a mathematically sound system, then keep watching. And if you're serious about learning the system yourself, I put together a free training that breaks down the foundation method in depth. Link is in the description, sportsbetinsiders.com. Alright, let's break down now how I hit $1 million. The first thing Mike taught me in Colorado was the bonus turnover method. And this is the foundation of everything. This is what most people start with. This is the method that changed my life. Here's how it works. Sportsbooks are in a ruthless competition for your business. They're commodity businesses. They all accept wages. They all do the same thing. So to stand out, they give you bonuses to sign up. Deposit $1,000 and get $200 in bonus bets. Bet $50, get $100 free. Most people think this is too good to be true. But here's what they don't understand. These bonuses are real money. The sportsbooks are literally handing you cash to try to get you to gamble with them long term so they can eventually take it all back. But what if you didn't gamble? What if you had a mathematical system to convert these bonuses into guaranteed profit? That's the bonus turnover method. Let me show you how this works with a real example. Let's say a sportsbook gives you a $100 bonus bet. Most people just throw it on their favorite team and hope it wins. But we're not gambling, we're doing mathematics. Let's say there's an NFL game. Kansas City Chiefs vs Buffalo Bills. You take that $100 bonus bet and you place it on the Chiefs to win at plus 200 odds on Sportsbook A. Then you take your own cash, let's say $200, and you bet on the Bills to win at minus 180 odds on Sportsbook B. No matter what happens, you win on one side and lose on the other. If the Chiefs win, you win your $100 bonus bet and get paid $300 total. Because of your $100 bonus back plus $200 profit. You lose $200 on the Bills, which gives you a net profit of $100. If the Bills win, you lose your $100 bonus bet, which wasn't your money anyway, but you win your $200 bet and get paid back around $311 total for a net profit of $111. Either way, you profit, guaranteed. You just converted a $100 bonus bet into between $100 to $111 of real withdrawable cash. Do that across every bonus they offer. In America, depending on your state, there's anywhere between $3,000 to $8,000 in total sign-up bonuses available. You can convert 60 to 70% of that into real cash using this method. My first month using this method, with Mike's guidance, I made $4,200 in profit, just from bonuses. Risk-free, guaranteed. I couldn't believe it. This was more money than I'd ever made in a month in my life. And I did it without a single ounce of luck. Pure mathematics. And this is why I flew to Colorado with my last money. This is why I bet everything on meeting Mike. Because once I understood the math, I knew this was real. Now here's the key most people don't realize. Bonuses aren't just a one-time thing. There are ways to farm them. Sportsbooks run promotions constantly. Weekly odds boosts, risk-free bet offers, deposit match bonuses, parlay insurance, profit boosts. They're always trying to get you back in the door. And each one of these promotions can be converted using the same mathematical hedging strategy. So it's not like you extract the bonuses once and then it's over. You can keep farming these opportunities month after month. That's why some people make 5 to 10K per month just from the bonus method alone. They're consistently finding and converting these promotional offers. But I wanted to scale faster. And that's when Mike showed me method number 2, arbitrage betting. Arbitrage betting is how you turn sports betting into a daily money printer. Here's the concept. All sportsbooks set their odds independently. They all want to be unique, so they don't copy each other, which means sometimes, actually pretty often, they get out of sync with each other. Now you can't find these opportunities manually looking at the sportsbook odds yourself. That's impossible. There are millions of odds across hundreds of markets at any given time. They're all moving constantly. What Mike showed me was how to use the complicated mathematical formulas powered by AI to scan all these odds in real time and identify the rare opportunities where sportsbooks are so out of sync that you can guarantee a profit. This is advanced mathematics, probability theory, statistical analysis. Mike had built these algorithms over years, and when I got there with my Melbourne High mathematical training, I helped him perfect this system even further. We weren't just looking at odds, we were calculating implied probabilities, removing VIG, identifying true value, and finding the exact bet sizing needed to lock in guaranteed returns. This isn't something you can do with a calculator and a notepad. You need sophisticated algorithms running 24/7, analyzing millions of data points. Let me show you what one of these opportunities looks like when the AI finds it. So for example, let's say you've got a tennis match, player A versus player B. The AI identifies that Sportsbook A has player A at plus 200 odds, and Sportsbook B has player B at plus 150 odds. The algorithm tells you exactly how much to bet on each side to guarantee profit. You bet $100 on player A at plus 200. If player A wins, you get paid $300 total. You bet $100 on player B at plus 150. If player B wins, you get paid $250 total. Total invested $200. Minimum payout $250. You just made a guaranteed $50 profit, 25% return on investment, risk-free. And you can do this 20, 30, 40 times per day when the AI finds these opportunities. If you find 15 arbitrage opportunities per day, averaging 3 to 4% profit per trade, and you're betting $300 per opportunity, that's $135 to $180 per day in guaranteed profit. $4,000 to $5,400 per month on top of the bonus method. But I wasn't doing 15 per day. I was doing 30 to 40 per day. I was obsessed. By month 3, I was making an additional $8,000 to $12,000 per month just from arbitrage betting. And the beautiful thing about arbitrage is that it compounds. The more capital you have, the bigger your trades can be, the more profit you make. By month 4, I had built my bankroll from that initial small amount to over $40,000. And that's when Mike showed me method number 3. Middle betting is what I call the low risk lottery ticket. Here's how it works. Sometimes two sportsbooks don't just have different odds, they have completely different lines. For example, let's say you've got a quarterback's passing yards. Sportsbook A has a line at 250.5 yards, and Sportsbook B has the line at 275.5 yards. You bet the over at 250.5 on Sportsbook A, and you bet the under at 275.5 on Sportsbook B. Most of the time, you win one bet and lose the other. You break even or make a tiny profit because of the odds. But here's the magic. If that quarterback throws for 260 yards, you win both bets. You hit the middle, so you won on both sides. And when you hit a middle, the payout is massive, usually 3 to 10x your stake. Now, you don't hit middles every day, but you don't need to. You're placing these bets risk-free, or low risk anyway because of the line discrepancy. And every few days you hit a middle, and it's like hitting a mini jackpot. By month 5, I was finding 5 to 10 middle opportunities per week. This was adding another $3,000 to $5,000 per month to my income. So now you can see the picture forming, right? Bonus method got me my first 4 to 5K. Arbitrage added another 8 to 12K per month. Middles added another 3 to 5K per month. I'm now making 15 to 22K per month consistently, mathematically, risk-free. This is life-changing money. Most people would stop here and be thrilled, but I wanted more. And that's when I discovered the real secret to scaling to $1 million. Now, here's what most people don't understand about how I hit $1 million in year 1. The methods themselves, bonus turnover, arbitrage, middles, they only got me to about 15 to 20K per month on my own accounts. That's great money, life-changing money. But I started thinking, if I can make 20K per month with my accounts, what if I had 10 accounts, 20 accounts, 40 accounts? So I started building a network. Friends, family, people I trusted. I taught them the system, I managed their accounts, and I split the profits. Some people call this a network approach. I call it forced multiplication. If I'm making 20K per month on my accounts, 10 people is 200K per month potential. 20 people equals 400K per month potential. 40 people equals 800K per month potential. You see where this is going? Now, I wasn't hitting those theoretical maxes because of limits, bans, and logistics, but I was getting close. By month 8, I was managing 42 accounts across multiple people, and this is where the numbers exploded. But here's the other piece that most people miss. Geographic arbitrage. I traveled to 6 different states that year, not to avoid getting banned, but to access more sportsbooks. You see, Colorado has sportsbooks that aren't in Nevada. New Jersey has sportsbooks that aren't in Colorado. Pennsylvania has books that aren't in New Jersey. Each state is a new opportunity to run the same system. More states equals more sportsbooks, equals more bonuses per account, equals more arbitrage opportunities, equals more middle opportunities. I would fly to a new state, create accounts on all the books there, extract the bonuses, set up the arbitrage systems, and then either stay there for a few weeks or hand the accounts off to someone local I trusted. Nevada alone added $15,000 in bonus conversions and opened up 8 new sportsbooks for arbitrage and middle betting. New Jersey added another $12,000 in bonuses and 10 more books. Pennsylvania, Colorado, Arizona, Indiana, I hit them all. And here's the beautiful part. I was running the same methods on every account. Bonus method, arbitrage, middles. It's not like I invented new strategies. I just multiplied the existing ones. By month 10, I was consistently making $60,000 to $80,000 per month. And that's how I crossed $1 million by month 12. Now, you're probably not going to run 42 accounts like I did. You probably don't want to travel 6 states in a year. You probably don't have a network ready to go. And that's okay, because here's the truth. Most people inside Sportsbet Insiders make $5,000 to $10,000 per month from their personal accounts using the bonus method. I'm a construction manager from Ohio. In my first 30 days, I made $4,100 in guaranteed profits. Finally feels good to be on the winning side for once. This is legit. After 20 years of losing money on sports betting, I was skeptical. 3 months in and I've made over $16,500. My wife couldn't believe it when I showed her the bank statements. I'm a single mum with 2 kids working full time. Within my first 45 days with Sportsbet Insiders, I made $3,900 in profits. This has literally changed everything for me and my family. That's life-changing money for most people. Some take it further and scale to 15 to 20K per month by adding arbitrage and middles, but you don't need to do that. I was different because I was obsessed. I went all in and I treated this like building a business, not just a side income. If you want to do what I did, the roadmap is there, but you don't need to do what I did to win. The math works at any scale. Now, let me talk about something critical that doesn't make you more money, but protects the money machine: avoiding bans. Here's the reality: sportsbooks don't like winners. They want to keep the losers and kick out the winners. If you're making money consistently, they're going to notice, and they're going to limit you or ban you. But here's the thing: avoiding bans doesn't create new income. It does protect your existing income though. If I get an account banned after 2 months, that's 2 months of missed profits. But if I can keep that account alive for 6 months, that's 6 months of profit. So Mike taught me how to never get caught. Bet sizing strategies. Don't bet round numbers. Mix in some losing bets on random markets. Vary your stake sizes. Behavioral mixing. Play some mug bets on favorites, parlays, same game multis. Occasionally take worse odds. Don't withdraw immediately after meeting turnover. Technical precautions. Avoid VPNs. Don't have multiple accounts in the same household. Use different devices for different bookies. Now, I'm not going to reveal all the sustainability tactics in this video. That's a topic for another time. But the key point is this: ban avoidance is about longevity, not scaling. It's about keeping the machine running longer so you can extract more profit over time. And when you're running 40 plus accounts, longevity becomes crucial. The final piece of the puzzle is adding size. As your bankroll grows, you can increase your stake sizes. Bigger stakes equals bigger profits on the same opportunities. When I started, I was betting $50 to $100 per arbitrage trade. By month 10, I was betting $500 to $1,000 per trade. Same 3 to 4% edge. But now instead of making $3 per trade, I'm making $30 per trade. And instead of $1.50, I'm making $15. This is how the compounding accelerates. You're not finding more opportunities necessarily. You're maximizing the returns from the existing opportunities. And when you combine this with multiple accounts, the multiplication effect is insane. 40 accounts, each betting $500 per arbitrage, doing 10 trades per day at 3% edge. That's $6,000 per day in guaranteed profit, $180,000 per month. And that's how I hit $1 million in 12 months. Not luck, not genius sports knowledge, not some secret insider information. Just mathematics, compounded, multiplied, protected, and amplified. Now let me bring you back down to earth for a second, because I don't want you watching this thinking, I'm going to make $1 million in my first year. You might, but probably not. And that's okay. Most people make 5 to 10K per month using the bonus turnover method. Why? Because that's realistic. That's sustainable. That's achievable for anyone willing to put in the work. You don't need to run 40 accounts. You don't need to travel to 6 states. You don't need to become obsessed like I did. You can make life-changing money with just the foundation method on your personal accounts. And while you wonder if you could do what I did, I want you to discover that you don't need to do what I did to win. Perhaps sooner than you expect. You'll realize that 10K per month is more life-changing than $1 million sounds. Because 10K per month is 120K per year. That's more than most people make at their jobs. And you can do it risk-free, mathematically, from your laptop. Here's the realistic path. Tier 1, bonus method on personal accounts, 5 to 10K per month. Most people stop here and are thrilled. Tier 2, add arbitrage betting, 10 to 20K per month. Some people scale to here, still amazing money. Tier 3, add middle betting, 15 to 25K per month. Fewer people go this far, but it's there if you want it. Tier 4, multiple accounts, network approach, 2 to 10x everything. This is where I went. This is exceptional. You don't need to do this. The math works at any scale. The system is sound whether you're making 5K or 500K per month. I just chose to scale aggressively because I wanted to see how far I could push it. You can make your own choice. Now, I need to mention something important about the future of this opportunity. The edge in this market is real right now, but it's changing. Bookies are consolidating. In the last few years alone, we've seen massive mergers. DraftKings merged with SBTech. Caesars acquired William Hill. Flutter acquired the Stars Group. Now here's why this matters. When bookies merge, they don't just combine their companies, they share data, customer betting patterns, winning strategies, account profiles. They feed all this data into the algorithm to improve their pricing models and detect sharp players faster. The more data they share, the better their algorithms become at staying in sync with each other, which means fewer arbitrage opportunities, fewer middles, tighter lines. The mathematical edge that exists today, the inefficiencies between sportsbooks, these opportunities start to disappear as the market consolidates and algorithms improve. I made my million when the market was more inefficient than it is today. You can still win now, the math still works, but the window is smaller than it was, and it's getting tighter every year. I'm not saying this to create false urgency. I'm saying this because it's true. The best time to start was 5 years ago. The second best time is today. Alright, so if you want to learn the actual system, the bonus turnover method, the mathematical formulas, how to set up the AI algorithms for arbitrage, I've put together a complete free training that walks you through everything step by step. Link is in the description, sportsbetinsiders.com. In the training, you'll see the exact processes we use, the tools we've built, and how people are making 5 to 10K per month consistently using these methods. Look, I flew across the world with my last money to learn from Mike. All you have to do is just click a link. The same mathematical system that took me from a $5,000 loss to over $1 million in 12 months is broken down in that free training. Whether you want to make 5K plus per month or scale to what I did, the roadmap is there. If you got value from this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be dropping more content on advanced strategies, sustainability tactics, and case studies of people winning with this system. Drop a comment below and let me know. Are you going to start with just the bonus method, or are you going straight for the full system? I'll read every comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's get that money.